Now students, we're going to learn how to draw the pictograph. In exercise 9.1, you have seen the pictograph is given to you and the question under it is being asked and you need to answer. And the different figures are being used in these questions. So it is not required by you that you draw only that kind of figures which are tough. You can draw some simple figures for making the pictograph, like simple smiley or boxes or figures like this. Any simple figure you can choose. You can draw circles, triangles and different things. It's up to you. But if it is given in the question that you have to use this figure for this much value, so you have to take like that only. So to understand better, let us start doing exercise 9.2. But yes, after understanding these questions, don't forget to practice for the examples which are given in your book, that is on page number 195, 196, and exercise is also in page number 196. So let us start doing that. First question is, total number of animals in 5 villages are as follows. So there are names of different villages which are given to you. Village A, B, C, D, E, and the number of animals are given here. After this, we are being asked that prepare a pictograph of these animals using one symbol, this. Now you can see this symbol is given to you and the key is also given to represent 10 animals, means this one symbol should represent 10 animals, and we need to answer the question afterwards. So first thing is to draw the pictograph. So now you can see I have drawn a table like this. So on what basis we can draw a table? Means how we can count how many rows or columns we required. So you can see here there are 5 villages given, means definitely we need 5 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can see these rows. Now 6th one is to write that what we going to write here, means about the villages it is given. So we can write here villages, means for the heading we need to write here. So after drawing the table, first thing is we need to write for what thing, which thing the data is being given. So data is given of villages, that how many animals are there. So data is of villages and of what thing, number of animals. So later we can write here number of animals. So we need to write it here. Now after this, don't forget to write the key, means what thing, like this, which is given to us, the figure which represents here 10 animals. So that is must to write here. So these are the basic things I am telling, that what things should come in your mind while you started drawing the pictograph. So after noting them down, we are going to start writing the villages, the name of the villages which are given to us in the book. So village A, village B, village C, village D, and afterwards village E. So you can write like this. After this, I am writing the data which is given here, 80. It is not compulsory to write it here, you can directly make the pictograph, but to make easy, like again and again we need not refer the book. So that's why I am writing that data along with this. Like for village A there are 80 animals. I am writing it here, 80 animals. And then B it's 120, and then 90 for village C, and then 40 for village D, and village E is having 60 animals. So that makes me easy how to make the pictograph. Now it is clearly visible that this figure represents 10 animals and village A having 80 animals. So how many this figure should I draw here? So 80 divided by 10 basically. So that is 8, means we need to draw 8 figures like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Earlier we were doing opposite thing, that this were already given, this is given, and we interpreted it how many animals. Okay, because this represents 10, so if we have drawn 8, then 10 into 8 is 80, so 80 animals. Okay, so in this way we can understand and we can draw. Similarly for village B, it's 120 animals there. So how many these figures we need to draw here? 12. Village C we need to draw 9 figures. Village D we need to draw 4, and as it is 40. For village E we need to draw 6 this kind of figures. Now you can see here I have drawn all these figures in front of these villages, how many animals they have. Now time to answer the questions which are given here in the book. So the first question is, how many symbols represent animal of village E? So symbols we need to tell that how many symbols represent the village E. As now you can see there are 6 symbols. So we can write here answer 6 symbols. Now the question number B, the part B is village. Which village has the maximum number of animals? Now can you see that which line is the greater one? So this is this one. So village B has the maximum number. You can check from here. You can count the symbols. So according to this we can write answer as village B. Village B is having the maximum number of animals. Now the C part is, which village has more animals, village A or village C? So we need to compare only these two, that which is having the more animals, A or C. So A is having the 80 animals and this having the 90 animals. So it is clear. And even if we count the symbols, these are 9 and these are 8. So it is clear from this that village C is having the more animals, has more animals than village A. So in this way we can write the answers. So I have drawn this table, students. Now what to write here? The first thing is here given years. So I am writing years here. Now what should I write next? Number of students. So here we can write number of students. Now after this, the compulsory thing is to show the key. Even you can draw the line here and then you can show if you want. So which figure is given, which symbol is given either. So this is the symbol given to us and it represents 100 students. So we need to write that 100 students. Okay, so what are the years? 1996 it is given, then 1998, then 2000, 2002 and then 2004. So first thing we have written this. So it is given in 1996 there are 400 students. So how many? They are 400. So for that we need to draw how many these symbols. So for 400 we are drawing here 4 symbols like this. Okay, so we need to draw 4 symbols like this. Okay, now in 1998, let me write this. It makes me easy doing these questions, so I'm writing. Okay, now next is 535 it is given. Now this symbol represents 100 student. If it is 500, if suppose there is 500, so we need to draw 5 figures. Okay, 5 these symbols. So 5, so simply we need to draw. First of all I am drawing the 5 symbols like this. So then we discuss what to do with the 35. So now you can think of 35 is even below or then the half of this. Okay, if we just draw half of this figure, it means 50 students. It means some we have to draw lower than half, less than half, you can think. Okay, so what is the half? Like, if I draw this, this will be exactly half, that show 50, but it is less than the 35. The number 35 is less than the half of 100, so I am drawing a little lesser. Or if you draw this a little small, it is just an idea. We can, if we just look onto this, we cannot exactly tell that what is this number. Okay, but we have no other option, so we need to draw like this only. Now 472, the next number, means 4 these kind of figures, that is for sure we need to draw. So I'm drawing the 4. Now 72. Now 72 we need not completely draw it, fine. We can, it is more than half, so we can draw like this. Okay, it is more than half I have drawn, but less than the full, so approximately I'm taking it's 472. Now next is for 600. I have to draw. It is very much easy for me because 600 I can completely draw the 6 symbols like this. Okay, so this, in this way you can draw. Now again the thing is 623. So in 623 it is clearly that we can see that we need to draw the 6 symbol first. So I have drawn the 6. Now 23. So 23 is less than half of 100. Okay, half is 50, but it is less than that. So approximately thing only we are drawing here. Just drawing like this, you can draw. Okay, approximate idea we are showing here. So in this way we have drawn this pictograph which is asked from us. Now time to answer the questions which are being asked under it. A part, there are 2 parts, and B. So we're going to answer these parts. So the first part is, how many symbols represent total number of students in year 2002? In year 2002, how many symbols represent? Okay, the total number of students we need to write. So how many symbols? It is complete. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we can answer 6 symbols. Okay students, now what is the second part? In second part it is being asked, how many symbols represent total number of students for the year 1998? Okay, for this 4 are here. You can see, oh, I forget to draw the 5 complete, so 5 should be complete and then it should be half. Now I have corrected it. In this way we can do the mistakes as well as I have done, so it's okay, we can correct if we recheck. So here it's 535. Okay, so you can see we have drawn here the 5 complete and 1 is incomplete. We can write, we cannot name it properly that what is it. Okay, so the answer I'm writing is 5 complete symbols. Okay, and 1 incomplete. We can write the answer in this manner. Symbol you can write. So this is it for the A part. Okay, this is question 2A part. Now we're going to start question number 2, B part. What is that? So in this question it is being said that prepare another pictograph of students, means same data we have to use and we need to prepare one more pictograph using any other symbol. Okay, it is not being said to use the same symbol, we can use any other symbol in which that one symbol represent 50 students. Earlier we have used this symbol which is represented 100 student. Okay, now we have to use another symbol of 50 students. So later we need to answer this question, that which pictograph do you find more informative, means more information we can gather from which one of the pictograph. So first thing is to draw the pictograph, and even before drawing we need to make the table first. Now you can see I have drawn the table, and even I have written the years, number of students which have been given in the book, and I have choose this symbol, one small square or small rectangle you can say, and then a diagonal of it, and this represents 50 students, as it is being asked by us to show, to use the key of 50 students and use one symbol of your choice. So I have used this, you can choose of your choice as well. Now the thing is to draw the symbols. How many symbols are required to drawn by us? So that is 1996, 400 students. So this symbol represents 50 students. So how many symbols are required here? So there will be 8, because if we divide 400 by 50, basically we are doing this only. 400, I'm doing it in rough side, 400 divided by 50, if we do, the answer will be 8. So it means we need to draw 8 symbols. Okay, so I am drawing the 8 symbols like this: 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So in this way we can draw the symbols. Now the thing is 1998, 535 students. Now how many symbols for this we need to draw? So for 500, if we see, we can draw 10 these symbols. Now 35 we'll discuss later. Let us draw the 10 first. Now I have drawn the 10 symbols. Now for 35, again it is not complete 50, so it is less than 50 but more than half. So we can draw a symbol which is more than half. It's just kind of approximation we can show here, like this: 1, 2, 3 and a little bit more. I'm showing it like this only. So this represents 35 students. It is just an approximation. After that 472. So means for 400 we need to draw 8 symbols as we have drawn here, and 72 more. So even for 450 we can draw, because this represents 50 students. So we can draw 9 symbols and then a little bit more. Okay, so we can draw in this manner. Now I have drawn 9. Okay, now after 9 means 450 is covered, only 22 is left. So 22, which is a little less than half of 50. Okay, so I'm just drawing a figure like this. Okay, less than half of 50. Now 600. So for 600 it is easy for us, we can exactly draw the 12 symbols of this. So now you can see I have drawn the 12 symbols which represent 600 students. Now in 2004 it is 623. So for 600 again we can draw the 12 symbols, and for 23 we can draw a little half of this symbol. So in this way I have drawn this much and then a little half that symbol. Okay, now in this way we can draw our pictograph. Now the question which is asked from us is, the question, let me tell you, which is there in the book is, which pictograph do you find more informative? So among these two pictographs which we have drawn, you can see these two pictographs we have drawn here. Among these two pictographs, which one is more informative? So as we take the smaller key, that will be more informative, because we clear come to know that this much is 500. We clear come to know that this much is 450 and a little more. But here we were representing 100 students, so we come to know this much is 400. What exactly is this? So sometimes we confuse that how exactly what is the number. So better is this than this. Okay, so what we can answer here, that pictograph B is more informative, we can write. So in this way our 9.2 is finished. But one thing I want to discuss with you, even I want to ask from you, what is that, that is it the best way to represent the data, and is it the good way to interpret exact number by using the pictograph? So I think your answer will be no, because in this way, the like 535 we are not knowing it exactly, 472 it is not exact. We, if we don't have the number, if we see this data, we directly cannot say that what or how many students are these. So to do or to represent the better way is something else that we're going to discuss after this. You can see my next video. Thank you so much.